Alright. I'm going to assume everything's going just fine and the stream is working and everyone can see and hear me just fine. If not, whatever. Gino's up and about, which makes me really nervous. Gino, what are you doing back there? Alright. She's being a cat, so... I haven't shown any of this stuff last time I was here, right? We got credits, or not credits, records of the last time we beat the game. Beat the game on easy mode. My number one. Wait. Never mind. Okay, so I'm only able to see how many turns it took me to beat the entire game, which was 405, and it took me 41 hours. Wow, this is a long game. But then again, some of that is probably me just like leaving the game on pause and going to take a shit or something. And of course, my number one guy was Har, and you'll see why when... Actually, we're going to meet Har today. We met Har in Path of Radiance, but I didn't really use him. What's up, Bearded? But yeah, we're going to see Har today. And we're going to see why Har is such an amazing fucking character. But yeah, that 41 hours is like... How many chapters are there? There was 10 chapters in part 1. There's going to be like... Pretty sure there's less than 10 chapters in part 2. I know part 2 is shorter, like 5-6 chapters. Part 3 is really long. That one's like 20 chapters. Or like 15 chapters. And then part 4 is in there. So yeah, like... yeah. Almost like 30-something chapters. So... Yeah, 41 hours seems about appropriate. And 405 turns combined from the first level of the game until the very last hit of the game. So it's kind of cute. I never really looked at this. Yeah, we could also look at the cool character portraits of all the characters. Got the Dawn Brigade here, Micaiah, Soth. I wish I would let you... If I don't get a game over, of course, yeah. Then I have to have to start all over. By the way, Dragon just walked into the room, so say hi. Yeah, some of these character portraits would be cool if we could see the some of the alternate outfits, because some of these characters do change the way they look as the game goes on. Oh, we haven't met him yet, or him. Well, we met him in the previous game. Of course, there's Peleus. Yeah, these character portraits are pretty cool looking. I still have to say that this...
Hello, Dracodian. Hi.
I'll have to say, my favorite art styles are between this one and the remake of 2. What was it called again? Shadows of Valencia. There we go. And we could rewatch cutscenes. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, and it keeps track. So these are all the conversations from the previous game. So I could read Soren's conversations with Ike from the previous game, because it does... the game reads your save file from your Path of Radiance. So if you have a Path of Radiance save file on the same system that you're playing this game, the game recognizes it. Well, anyways, let's enough fuck around. Let's start part 2 of Countries and Kings.
Dain has been reborn. Word of King Peleus' coronation reaches neighboring Crimea within days. Crimea itself has spent the past 3 years rebuilding from the damage it suffered during the Mad King's War. News that
Okay, I see
Ashnar's
that.
son now sits on Daein's throne sends waves of unease and worry rippling across the land. Alas, this is not the only thing disturbing the people of Crimea during this time. There is an ever-widening gap emerging between Crimea's noble class and the nation's young ruler, Queen Elincia.
So yeah, so like I was saying before, since the game is broken up into multiple parts. So this part is all about. So part 1 is all about what's been happening in Daein after Ike took down King Ashnard, and what the people of Daein have been dealing with over the past 3 years. Now, part 2 is what has Elincia and Crimea been dealing with ever since they won the war in the previous game.
The Laguz nation of Gallia, and to renounce Crimea's claim to rule over a defeated Daein. Her political moderation is seen as a sign of weakness among her critics. Ike, the young hero who led Crimea to victory in the Mad King's War, was granted a peerage for his heroism and bravery. The elevation of a common mercenary to the nobility, however, widened the rift between the aristocracy and the queen yet further. Perhaps to avoid becoming mired in these power struggles, Ike renounced his peerage and took his leave of the court.
Yeah, I pretty much said like, hey, I don't feel like dealing with this bullshit anymore, bye.
They continued to criticize the queen's every decision and lay squarely at her feet the blame for all of Crimea's woes.
On Drifting Clouds, the prologue. Yeah. This part is both really short and also really long because there is a lot of dialogue going on. But yeah, let's get it. Also, this portrait's pretty cool because if you weren't paying attention, you'd just be like, alright, there's a bunch of people sitting at the table. But you can see on the left over there with the long hair, that's Lucia, which is Elincia's best friend, and then Joffrey, one of Elincia's top knights, who is secretly in love with her. And they're brother and sister to each other. So you have acknowledged Peleus as the newly crowned king of Daein? Your Majesty, this is beyond the pale. I have not forgotten our war with Daein. 3 years is not so long as that, but do not forget. If we allow hatred to rule our hearts, we become prisoners of our past. A lasting peace serves both nations. Also, I think what they're doing here is that like this cutscene is taking place from like Elincia's perspective, so it's like a POV. Bravo, Your Majesty. Well spoken indeed. Your words paint a picture of idealism rarely seen here at court. Alright, just kiss her ass a little bit more, don't you? However, and I beg your forgiveness, it is quite apparent your grasp of politics remains childishly naive. Abandoning rule over Daein, then reconciling with our most hated enemy. This will not do. The people will soon take their discontent to the streets. What's more, why choose Bastion, the Court of Fire, as your envoy? His skill and court are vital to Crimea. To send away such a key figure, tell me, Your Highness, how exactly do you plan to rule without him? The Count of Fair himself gladly volunteered as a delegate. Her Majesty's decision was only... Lady Lucia, still your tongue. You are not Her Majesty. Do not presume to speak for her. Yes, Lady Lucia. Please refrain from speaking if you have not been directly addressed. Your familiarity with the Queen does not grant you a seat in the Royal Assembly. Although you may have been raised as a sister to Her Majesty the Queen, kindly remember your place. Damn, just shoot her down. You have my apologies. And you, General Joffrey, does your loyalty to Her Majesty stem only from your unchecked emotions? Those with the taste for gossip are talking. I wonder, have you heard what the help is saying about you? Yo, these guys are just talking mad shit about my friends here. What? Joffrey? At any rate, growing discontent has brought the royal family of Crimea to a crossroad of sorts. Your Highness, this is all on you. Indeed, Your Majesty. Whatever do you intend to do? What a bunch of assholes. Queen Elincia! Hey, it's Marcia. Marcia, how are you today? And what are you doing here? Lucia told me about those no-good nobles and their chess-beating contest. So I thought you could use some cheering up. You weren't in your chambers or the garden, so I guess you would be out here. Forgive me, I needed some time to think. I'm sorry to trouble you. Oh, not at all. After everything you've done for me, it's the least you could do. It was nice that you could hire me as a royal knight, but hiring my sponge-brained, spine-deprived brother might qualify you for sainthood. Even so, I am afraid I may also have caused you a great number of hardships. Huh? Oh, the grief I'm getting from the nobles. It's nothing I can't handle. If you think your country has stuffed shirt windbags for atrocity, for aristocracy, you should see Benyon's. When I was a Pegasus Knight there, they had a new shenanigan every week. After that, the Crimean crybabies are no big deal. No, it's my fault, and I'm sorry. I'm so new at all this. Even you are affected by my blunders. Sometimes I think, maybe I just don't have what it takes to be a queen. Oh, that's so not true. Queen Lindsay, anyone can strut around in a queen's hat and say she's a ruler, but you always put your people first. Look, it's not that you're doing a bad job, it's just everyone's on edge lately, with Dane getting a new king and all. That is interesting that they bring that up. It's like, they went to war with Dain, killed their king, and then for 3 years it's like, alright, Benyon, you take over. And now all of a sudden, they have a new king who happens to be the son of the previous king, and everyone's like, oh shit. It's like finding out like after World War II, the next ruler of Germany just happened to be Hitler's son, and everyone's like, wait a second, we should be nervous about this. People are worried that Dylan will start another war like the one 3 years ago, and they're taking it out on you. Just don't let those peacock-wearing nobles bug you. Remember that you don't have to go it alone. You've got friends everywhere. Thank you, Marcia. Your kind words have lifted my spirits. That's right. I'm not alone. I must be strong for the sake of our people, as the protector of our homeland. Huh? Queen Lindsay, what the heck is going on over there? Hmm? Ah, look who it is. It's Nelucci! It's, Naysala's grandfather? Or father? No, I think it's his grandfather. But yeah, the Raven King's grandfather. Hey, how dare you harass us? Begone, insolent fools, begone, I say. Fear not, my lady. This senile old bird will gladly trade his life for your protection. They say nothing is as beautiful as the herons of Serenus, especially a royal princess. Geezer! Yo, he's old as fuck, but he actually joins us in a fight here, and he's actually kind of badass. You'll fetch a pretty penny from some lord or another, and our pockets are a little light. What do you say, Captain? Yes, naturally. She should prove to make a fine gift. Seize them, and mind the raven's talons. This is unbelievable. Stand back, you unrepentant dogs. Nelucci does not give in easily. Men, silence that cawing raven. Who would pay for an old crow like that anyway? Leave him. Stop right there. Company? How droll. Hey, Benyon Draco Knights. Are you lost, or have you just been letting those scaly flea bags do your navigating? Oh, Marcia is the best here. She has so much fucking sass. What are you doing, Crimea Sky? We've merely strayed a bit in our duties patrolling the border. Do you have a problem with that? You and your flying snakes are in violation of Crimean sovereignty. Besides, do you have any idea who you're dealing with here, reptile breath? Marcia, stop. Cannot afford to start antagonizing the Benyan army. I'm the Queen of Crimea. But your majesty, we can't just let these wyvern monkeys run rampant. And we're not going to. As long as they don't realize I'm the queen, we should be fine. I don't understand this. Like, she could easily just be like, hey, look, I'm the fucking queen here. I'm the boss. Get the fuck out of my land. And they would have to, like, back off, because if they attack her, that's like a fucking war crime. Yeah, but if all Marcia would have to do is just, like, escape, run back, and be like, hey, a bunch of Benyan soldiers just, like, out in the open murdered the fucking queen. And that's it. Like, Crimea's at war with Benyan. Well, that's if they can. But, no, but, like, that makes this even worse, because Elincia just straight up starts a fight with them anyways. She just doesn't want them to know that she's the queen. Like, it would make sense if she were to be like, hey, look, don't tell them I'm the queen, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. But instead of telling them the queen to avoid conflict, she avoids telling them the queen in order to start a conflict. Because the whole point she's doing this is so she could, like, scare them off to save the two Laguz that are here. But she could easily just be like, hey, look, I'm the fucking queen, and if you start shit with me, that you're basically declaring war on my country. But then again, she might want to avoid that because Benyan is much more powerful than Crimea. But she is allied with Gallia, and Gallia would step in if... It'd be like a world war anyways, but yeah, I guess that's what she's trying to avoid. Ah, Benyan Draco Knights, you will only be warned once. Leave this area immediately. I serve the Queen of Crimea. Trespassers on Crimean territory will be dealt with, no exceptions. The Queen, she says. The very Queen that relied on us, the Benyan Empire, to free her nation. Imperial Draco Knights are not frightened by soldiers so weak as Crimean Pegasus Knights. Listen up, leave those two alone. It's the Serenus Maiden we want. Do not allow her to escape. Looks like we'll not talk any sense of them. Suppose we have no choice. Sir Nilucci, we're here to help you. I'll be, it's Her Majesty Queen Elincia. Fate has smiled upon us. I hate to be a bother, considering it has been so long, but your assistance is most appreciated. Alright. Do we just get right into it? Yeah. Alright. This map is actually really cool. Even though it's tiny, the whole thing takes place in the sky, which is really cool. Like, you can see the ground, they actually, like, zoomed out a bit, so the ground looks like it's way further away, and we're all, like, flying units. And an interesting aspect is that these clouds that are moving around, they actually give you a bonus to your avoidance if you're, like, standing in them. But the clouds are constantly moving every turn. Alright, I want to avoid this guy. So yeah, we have Leanne and Nilucci. That's pretty neat. It is a pretty neat chapter. And we only get to play with, like, these 4 characters, which is kind of lame, but... So, how do I... Alright, so I want to kill this guy and this guy on my first turn. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the clouds even, like, affect your movement speed. So, like, you can see I can't move, like, the full... How many spaces can she move? 9 spaces. 1, 2, 7, 8. I would technically be able to move here, but since he's in the way and these clouds are in the way, I can only move up to here. But anyways, we do get to see Elincia in battle, which is really cool. Also, how far can she move? Oh, that's not good. That's actually really not good. Alright, I need to set it up for Leanne to be able to move here on the next turn. But... Alright, he can move in. So he can move in, but I don't think he reaches in order to attack her, so that's good. So what I'm gonna do is, alright, I'm not gonna count this guy's movement. Nelucci can attack this guy. Let's do this. Let me make sure I'm... Because an annoying thing about this chapter, so the whole deal with this chapter is these guys are all gonna go for her. So if she's in anyone's movement range, they're gonna fly in and grab her and pick her up and try to run away with her. So the whole chapter is me basically trying to keep her from getting kidnapped. So they won't attack her, which is nice to know. Oh yes! Right off the bat she used stun. Fuck off. Alright, that's actually really good for me. Okay, you'll move here. So yeah, so Elincia, I think she's a queen, which is like, I think the highest. Yeah, she is actually like a pretty. She's like pre-promoted. She's like super promoted. Because in this game you have 3 classes now instead of just 2 like in the previous game. So you will level up, class up to your next class, and then there's like a 3rd class. And what's special about the 3rd class is they automatically get a super skill that deals a fuck ton of damage. And Elincia has one of them called Stun. It paralyzes the enemy, but it also deals 3 times damage. The whole like paralyzing enemies really doesn't matter because the 3 times damage is probably going to kill anything anyways. The only reason she doesn't kill is because right now she only has a slim sword, which is fucking weak as shit, and I don't know why she has it, but hey. We work with what we have, I guess. Alright, that's 1 death. Oh, he does reach her. Wait, what the fuck? Oh yeah, and a cool thing about Leanne, she can dance for 2 people every turn. Alright, hopefully a crit or something. Okay, 12 times 2 is good. So yeah, this is what's so great about Nelucci. He can dodge anything, and he deals a decent amount of damage, and he's always really fast. So he's never gonna get fucking hit. He's OP. Yeah. Kind of is. But yeah, every character gets it though. At least all the human characters. so he can't reach anymore. He can't reach. What if I do that? Okay, perfect. So he's just out of reach of that guy. Yeah, so great thing about Elincia, she could also use stabs. So she's also a healer. And pretty early on, she gets a sword that deals a decent amount of damage and lets her attack 4 times in a row. She becomes pretty OP the next time we get to use her. The only thing that sucks is that we only get to use her this chapter and one more chapter like way later. Okay. So that's what you want to do, huh? Ha! You fucking missed. Alright, who's the other guy gonna go for? Yeah. Oof. Oh, what's she doing? Oh, wait, is she healing me? That'd be neat. Right? She has the healing ability. Blessing. Yeah, cool. So she heals me if she's next to somebody. Also, a fun fact about the cutscene where Niluchi transforms. He uses one of the Laguz stones in cutscene. So this item lets him automatically transform if he's not transformed. And as you see, there's 2 of 3 now, which means he used one of them during that cutscene. Which is kind of annoying. It would have been nice to have the full 3 uses later on, but... Alright, 7 times 2 is 14. Alright, I want to steer clear of this crowd over here for now. Because these guys do kind of suck to deal with. Although I could get this guy to come in closer. Actually not. I think I'd rather make my way over to the left side of the map instead. Alright, 7 times 2. Unless she stuns him. But yeah, you'll see later on in the game, once my characters start reaching their 3rd tier, they're all gonna get their like badass skills. I think Ike gets Ether like he had in the previous game. Who else? Boyd gets fucking Colossus. All of them do specific shit. It's like, oh, in this certain instance, it might stun a guy or it might put him to sleep or whatever the fuck. But it's like, there's really no point to it. It's just like the deals 3 times damage is the most important part of it. Right, maybe, yeah, drawing in this one guy won't draw in everyone else. At least I hope so. Alright, 88% or 73%. Yeah. It's alright, he's gonna come up and attack her. She's definitely gonna dodge because she's in the clouds. Come on, land a stun. Yeah, well, I got lucky that I stunned him. I stunned that first guy because that was so useful. Oh, really? The other guy didn't come down to attack me. Very interesting that this guy didn't come for me. Oh, here we go. Blammo. Alright, let's, this guy has a hand axe, and what does this guy have? Also has a hand axe. Alright. Alright, we're good here. The fuck was that? Alright, my boy trying to play like 4D chess and shit. You could have just attacked Marcia, but alright. You want to just let me get in some free hits on you, that's nice. I appreciate. Damn, Elincia! Okay. I don't remember Elincia doing this kind of shit the first time I played. I don't want to move too far away from this corner, because someone does end up showing up. Ooh! I didn't need it, but that looked cool. I get the feeling if I try to get into like these guys' movement range, I'll be too far away to do shit that I want to do. Because someone shows up, and I think they show up in the top left corner, and I want to be ready for them when they show up on the map. But which turn is it that he shows up? Does this guy have hand axe? Alright, so I want... Alright, let's see if this works. Okay. Shit's happening the way I want it to, which is nice. It's always nice in these kind of games. Alright, that's not good. It's our fucking boy Har. Alright, so in Path of Radiance, he's pretty mediocre. He's just kind of there as like a replacement for Jill if you get Jill. Actually, that would make no sense because the only way to recruit him is to have Jill on your team. But yeah, he's just your second Wyvern Rider. But by the time you're able to recruit him, Jill is so like OP that he's kind of whatever. But in this game, they brought him back, and they're just like, hey, what if he made the sleepy guy with the eye patch the most OP fucking character in the game? And they just fucking did that. He's fucking broken beyond belief. He's on a flying unit, which means he can move wherever the fuck he wants. He has Kanto, which means he can move twice, as long as he doesn't move like his all the way at the end of his movement range. They took away the Draco Knight's weakness to arrows. So arrows, he could just ignore archers. He doesn't give a shit about them anymore. And the only thing he's weak to is lightning magic, and lightning magic is the weakest type of magic in the game, and is the most inaccurate type of magic in the game. And Wyvern Riders are like, they're just known for like really high defense, really high attack. So they're basically just flying. Like imagine like the knights. The big armor knights that you get to use, except they have the movement range of a mounted unit, and they ignore terrain, so they could just fly wherever the fuck they want. They're insane. There's a reason Har is like my top, like on my last playthrough where it says like first was Har. That's because he got the most kills in the game, because all I had to do was just fly him to the middle of the fucking map, and just let everything run up to him and kill themselves. Because Har would just take no damage and kill everything. Yeah, he's a fucking mega Chad. And all he does is sleep. He's just like, I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna go sleep. He's sleeping right now. Look at him. Yeah, boy, I'm bushed. Hey, partner, you tired? How's the snap sound? You want to rest your wings a bit, huh? Huh? We're running late. But I'm sleepy. What did you call me? That wasn't very nice, you overgrown lizard. Oh, and he could talk to his wyvern. Actually, I think that's a thing that they... I think that's a thing that's like canon in the Fire Emblem lore, that the Wyvern Riders can talk to their wyverns. Because in Awakening, there's a wyvern rider that you meet, and part of the conversations with her is her talking to the wyvern, and you're like, all the characters are like, you actually understand what that thing says? It's like, oh yeah, I could talk to it. But then again, I think some of the Pegasus riders could also talk to their Pegasus. So it's probably just a thing that they do. Oh, please tell me that's not what I think it is. Oh, this is perfect. Benyon Trago Knights. Just my stinking luck. Yeah, boy. Alright, so... Alright, I can't reach him just yet. I will do this. Can I do that? Okay. Perfect. This is exactly what I want. Damn it, this guy hits strong. What the fuck is this guy's problem? Yeah, whatever. Damn it. Huh. Don't miss the second time, please. Alright, at least we got that. Alright, we'll have Leanne, Vigor, these two. So for some weird reason, it has to be Marcia to talk to him. Oh man, just out of my reach. That would have sucked if I wasn't able to talk to him this turn. I think he just starts flying around fucking shit up, but... I like recruiting him as soon as he shows up. Hey, look who's here, it's Har! Oh, hello Marcia. I see you're still flying about in that apple-eating hairbag. And you're still asleep on the reins of that foul-smelling... Oh, crackers, I don't have time for your nonsense. I like how Marcia's like, no, you're fucking idiot. Like, we don't have time for that, people are dying, let's go. Open that one good eye of yours and take a look around, will you? Those Benyon Draco Knights have invaded Crimean skies. You've got to help us save the Lagoos they're trying to kidnap. Well, come on, Har. Me? Why? I owe the Queen a favor or two, but I'm not one of her soldiers. Har's just like, this is none of my business. I'm getting the fuck out of here. You cad. Does having fought together in the Mad King's War mean nothing to you? Well, no, but look, I've got a delivery to make, but this cargo's really heavy. Sorry, Marcia. Maybe next time. Next time? You lizard-loving jerk? Would you really abandon us? What kind of man are you? The kind who lives to sleep another day? Well, good luck to you. See you around. Or just like, later. Good luck with that shit. Stop, you have to stay and help. Okay, Har, hear me out. You were an Imperial Draco Knight once, right? It's your job to fix this. They're old comrades. You have to keep them in line. Huh? You're not making a lick of sense, girl. Why do I have to make sense? If Jill were in trouble, I bet you'd help her. Please, 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 come on, Har. You have to help us. You have to. Is it really all that bad? Yes, they're a tough bunch, and I'm all alone. I don't think I can manage to protect Queen Lincia. Please say you'll help, if only for the safety of the Queen. Oh, fine. I really don't have time for this, but I guess I can lend a hand. Oh, thank you so much. I take back all the mean things I was thinking about you earlier. That girl's nothing but trouble. Well, if we're going to do this, let's get it over with. Up and at 'em, partner. Alright. Look at that. And right off the bat, 23 strength, 24 skill, 20 speed, 23 defense. This guy's fucking, like, beyond... Alright, let's see. I'm going to move him in position to javelin the shit out of that guy. Let's finish this guy off with a slim sword. Alright, here we go. No? This guy's not gonna try to attack Har? Oh, because the clouds moved, his movement changed. Interesting. Alright, so pretty much Har can take care of the rest of this map by himself, if he wanted to. And that's pretty much what I'm gonna end up doing. Hey, why is everyone so judgy? Let a bitch live. Nah, it's just Marcia. Just Marcia being the sassy bitch. Huh! That's right. He comes with cancel, which is a really nice skill. Alright, he's about to untransform, which is really bad. Wesker! What up, Beesh? Oh shit. Come on, Marcia. God damn it. Alright, I'm in a bad position. Alright, Har can take this guy out. He could take almost everybody out, but... Alright, let's do this first. So I gotta attack him and move up one. Well, if it isn't Zephyrin, what brings the Draco Knights into Kremlian skies? Har. Why couldn't you just stay on patrol? Saw a pretty little heron and just had to save her, is that it? I never could decide if you were more greedy or more corrupt. Stupid was never in question, though. Oh, burn! Who do you think you are? You're a traitor just like Shiharan. The Draco Knights spit on your name. Do they now? Well, here's your chance to try the real thing. Oh, we get to see Har when he's awake. Oh, get fucked. Let's see if I get a... See if I get a crit over here. Come on, stun. Yes! Well, it's a crit. Just as good. Alright, so check this out. I go here, up. Actually, what about this guy? Alright, get fucked, old man. Oh, goddamn. Alright. Oh, neat. Maybe I'll get lucky and stun him. Never mind. A stun would have been really fucking nice. You know what? Got an interesting maneuver I'm gonna pull off here. I'm gonna put Neyluchi here. I'm gonna let him take Leanne for a turn. Watch this. He's gonna fly around and kidnap her, and then he can't move because he ran out of movement spaces. Oh, and it's the last turn, which means I have to save her now. But no problem. This is gonna be easy as fuck. Alright, there we go. I could give that kill to Har. No, I'd rather give it to Marcia. She's gonna need the level ups. Oh, you could talk to Alincia. Ah, it's been a while, Quinn and Alincia. Sahar. You are Sir Har of Dayan, correct? What are you doing here? That's a question for Marcia, Your Majesty. I was passing through on a delivery run when she hailed me and pestered me into helping you. What can I say? I'm terribly sorry. I know this is none of your affair, but... You know, I always thought you were too humble for royalty. I'm surprised your underlings don't run roughshod all over you. Right? Is that what that says? Roughshod? Yeah, whatever that is. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, it's no skin off my nose. Besides, anyone who's got the guts to pick a fight with the Empire is okay in my book. Sir Har, Yeah, I got it. You can't let these scum know you're actually the queen. international relations and all that, or political stuff, right? I tell you what, I'll keep your secret and treat you like a regular soldier. That means I'm not going to be watching your back, though. So you're going to have to take care of yourself. Understand. Thank you. Yeah, you run, Drakenbackers. Why does that sound like a slur? And don't ever come back to Crimea. Hey. Nah, she's just sassy as fuck. She's like, ah, you fucking dragon riding fucking losers. Ah, Princess Leanne, it's a pleasure to see you again. I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Are you hurt? Lady Leanne is very grateful for your help with those ruffians and is quite delighted to see you again, Your Majesty. Frankly, I don't think these old bones would have been up to the task of protecting the princess without your help. The most important thing is that you're both safe, Sir Nalucci. But what brings you here? As far as I knew, the both of you were residing in Gallia. It's imperative that my lady sees General Ike as soon as possible. We were traveling to the royal palace in Melior for that very purpose. That's unfortunate. Ike left Melior more than half a year ago. After that, rumor has it that he reorganized the Grail mercenaries. Now no one seems to know where they are. What? This is most unexpected. What are we supposed to do now? Sir Ike isn't here, but since you've traveled all this way to Crimea, would you like to visit the royal court? I would be happy to investigate the whereabouts of Grail mercenaries during your stay. Well, we don't want to be a bother, but it would be very kind of you. To be honest, there are matters about which I must speak with Sir Ike myself. And regardless, we're always delighted to have such splendid guests as yourselves. I must tell you, however, and I am ashamed to say it, there is unrest among certain circles here in Crimea. I hope nothing will happen to disturb your visit with us. Unrest, you say? Yes, I trust, however, my protection will be enough to keep you from harm's way. Good, trying to rest before pulling 2 doubles in 2 days. Well, I'm not pulling a double. Should put double quits. WO. Okay, just tired. I vacuumed and mopped the yeah. Doing some spring cleaning, fall cleaning. I don't know, just a lot of cleaning.
Queen Elincia encounters and defeats a wing of Benyan Draconites trespassing in Crimean skies. After rescuing Chamberlain Nialucci and Princess Leanne, she invites them to be her guests at the royal court. While Elincia's show of loyalty to her Laguz allies causes an uproar among the nobles at court, they are aware that the Heron Princess is under the mutual protection of the mighty Laguz.
Sounds like fun. I had to do some cleaning after I got home.
Because of this,
but I'm not bending backwards
no
to clean the whole house.
Of distaste. However, dissatisfaction.
Nah, just clean one tile and then do the rest of the house some other time.
Larger group. Crimea's unity is slowly rotting from within. This discord begins to be felt even in country hamlets like the farming village of Oma.
Chapter 1, Winds of Rebellion. I fucking hate this chapter. Hey, it's Braum. Braum's a good boy. I didn't use him much in my... I actually used him in my first play, like the first time I ever played Path of Radiance. And he's pretty decent. He's just an armor knight. He's big, strong, high defense guy. But we actually get to see his character model without armor. It's kind of cute. He's like a little farmer dude. But yeah, but what's great about him? All of his conversations with the Grell mercenaries is just him bragging about his family and how great his family is. It's really cute. Ah, morning, Jacob. Look at you, always sowing your seeds. It's looking like it'll be a fine crop this year, a real dandy. Heck, I just work the fields. It's the rich soil beneath my boots. And the fine sun over my head that does the hard stuff. And it's Daphne! Waifu time! She's actually really good in this game too, which is fucking great. Brom! Well, if it isn't Daphne, what's the story with the armor? Haven't you heard the war's over? You'll be needing armor too. A revolution's brewing. Better suit up and make it sappy. Make it snappy. Revolution? Oh yeah, nobody tells us old geezers much. But I hear talk about some young hotheads over yonder. They're jawing about being fed up with the Queen and how they want change. I don't get it. Her Majesty is a fine, fine lady. You know, she is a tad young to be passing laws instead of having fun. I guess I'll go have a look for myself. Yeah, this guy doesn't look like a villain. Yeardley. We are the victors. It was Crimean blood and sweat that defeated Ashnard. And what do we have to show for it? We do not rule Crimea. Our towns have been destroyed. We need coin to ease our suffering. Who's to blame? The Queen! We've been violated. Dain robbed us of families, friends, and homes. We cannot reconcile with monsters. And now our hated enemy is rebuilding to threaten us again. Will we stand by and accept this? No, we will not. To arms, I say. We are not afraid. We shall fight for the prosperity of our fatherland, as did Ike the Patriot. Huh. Huh. Let me tell you, it's been a while. This armor feels like a ton of bricks. Brom, didn't you say something about using axes these days, not spears? What a nice way to explain that Brom uses axes instead of lances, like he did in the previous game. Yeah, I suppose I did. What? You went and brought armor and weapons? Here, you take this axe and hold on to it good, you hear? Alright, let's go. Hey now, what's going on? Hey look, it's Daphne. She even brought her own weapon. So you're gonna join the revolution? Together we can make a difference. Together we have the power to dethrone the Queen. What are y'all talking about? You don't know the first thing about Queen Elincia. Maybe this is all some big mistake. Our Queen is a splendid gal. Ain't nobody out here there with a kinder heart. We should know as well as anyone. Heck, we fought beside her. You fought the Queen, eh? I see. Brothers, do not be deceived. These two are the Queen's agents, and are undoubtedly spying on us. Listen, fella, you're talking nonsense. Queen Elincia wouldn't dream of using spies like that. Do not be deceived, my people. If they go to the Royal Knights, they will return bearing torches, burning homes, and taking prisoners. We must silence these spies. Listen up, you blockheads. I guess you forgot about the war. After fighting for years, we finally have peace, and now you want to fight again? Ain't no good, Brom. These folk got their blood a-pumping. Ain't got a lick of sense left in them. Ah, horse feathers. Reckon you're right. Listen up, Daphne. Let's try not to kill too many of these dang fools. Brom's like, let's try not to kill everybody. Like, these guys, like, automatically, like, yeah, we're gonna kick the shit out of these guys. They all suck. Alright, so this is another one of those interesting maps. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's a rebel. So, an interesting thing about this game in particular, every chapter kind of has like a little like side quest you can do. Kind of like in the previous game, there was that one like chapter where you had to like break out a bunch of prisoners, and you had like the option of doing it stealthily without getting seen, which I obviously didn't do because that would have taken forever. But trying to remember a chapter before that. Well, Path of Rings, there was that one where you're fighting inside of a temple with a bunch of priests, but the priests are all like basically forced to fight against their will, so you have to like shove them out of the way if you want to get extra bonus experience. Also, the chapter where I had to save all the prisoners from the swamp. So this game does that a lot. Path of Radiance did it like, you know, like a handful of chapters where there's like, save extra prisoners, or try to beat the chapter without killing any of the priests, shit like that. But this game has a lot of stuff like this where for every one of these guys that live, the ones that says volunteer, so specifically this guy over here is also a volunteer, and I think this guy? No, he's a rebel. And this guy. So this guy, and this guy over here. If I don't kill those 3 guys, I get a shit ton of bonus experience. Everyone else is free to kill because they're all rebels, right? And this chapter is really weird. Like, these 3 guys won't move at all. These 3 don't move unless you attack them first. This guy doesn't really move from here. Like, a bunch of weird shit in this chapter. It's a very bizarre chapter. I'm just going to kill everybody because fuck it. It's a lot easier that way. So we're just going to do that. But yeah, as they explained, Braum has axes. And we got Nephany. Nephany's really fucking good in this game. I ended up using her in my last playthrough. She was fucking awesome. Let's see if Braum unleashes his skill. No, he doesn't. So Braum has a skill called Disarm in this game, where basically if it activates, this move right here, Disarm, when his skill activates, it causes the enemy to unequip their weapon, which is really, it's kind of like cancel. It's basically like, I attack you, and then you can't attack me back because you basically dropped your weapon. It's still in their inventory, but what's fun about that is that if you activate Disarm, a thief from your team can come by and steal their shit, which is really fun to do sometimes when it works. It doesn't always work though. 67%. I could kill this guy. Oh yeah, another thing, the volunteers are really fucking weak, but please land. Yes. Alright, Archer dude is gonna move. Oh, this guy doesn't move. Interesting. Yeah, this chapter is kind of annoying because of the fact that I'm only using 2 characters, so each turn ends really fast. Alright, good. So, like I said, so my goal is to go up here and kill this guy, but I can't get past these guys. This. Oh, shit. This guy doesn't seem to want to move. I don't know why. But it's really interesting. Could have sworn these guys would try to attack me. I have to kill this guy though. Yeah, he's also a volunteer. Technically killing him is bad, but I want to get down here as soon as possible. Yeah, I don't want to stand there. So I'm gonna go over here with Braum so I can get an item from here. There was a stranger in here earlier. He left his axe, probably meant to use it on the queen. You know, I came to this village for some peace and quiet. Isn't there something you can do? Heck with it. Just take this thing. I'm fed up with war. There we go. Now we got a big boy axe. Yeah, let's kill this fucking pendejo right here. Oh! Hell yeah. Oh, there he comes. Oh, this guy all of a sudden got a fucking itch in his ass. Good job, guy. Bop! Are you sorry? Oh, because I attacked the other guy. Ah, so the volunteers won't jump you unless you start attacking the volunteers. That's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna shove Nephany real quick. And make my way in here. What? People are fighting outside? That doesn't make any sense. If anyone were to get hurt, wait, you should take this. What kind of a medicine we make? Oh, I hope Sis is alright. Concoction time. Alright, so this mage is going to attack me. Hopefully it doesn't deal too much damage. It dealt... it didn't do shit. Other guy's going to run away and heal. Yeah, there you go. It's another waifu. She's okay. She's basically just a thief. Sounds like the whole village is in an uproar. More men fussing over nothing, I'm sure. Bigger fools were never made. Lucky me. Time to find one ripe for the picking. Get his goods and be on my way. Be home soon, Mom. Cool, I can reach her. Alright, so this is Heather. I can recruit her right now if I want. And good thing I'm going to do with Heather because it's really interesting when she talks to Heather. Also, is this guy going to reach? No, he doesn't. Hello? Ah, what? Do you need something? Hey, y'all best, you should be careful hanging around here like that. I reckon you should clear out of here while you're still in one piece. Ah, that's so sweet of you. What's your name? Nephany? Nephany, what a cute name. I'm Heather. Pleased to meet you. Pleasure's all mine. So it's Heather, huh? You gonna get out of here then? Well, looks to me like you have an uphill battle to fight. I bet I could help you out. But you... Don't worry about it. I'm the type that likes to help nice country girls like you. I wonder why. Like me? That's right, don't worry about it. Teehee. This is turning out to be a great day. Yeah. Oh, cool, I could use an item. So, I don't know if it's like an official thing with her, but she is, she's gay. And she joins just because Nephany's cute. If you can recruit her with Braum, but if you talk to her with Braum, she's like, ah, get the fuck away from you, fucking ugly old dude. Like, ew, gross. Men, yuck. But Nephany talks to her, she's like, oh, hey, cutie, what's up? I don't know if it's like, if it wasn't until much later that they confirmed it, but I think Nintendo even confirmed it, like, yeah, Heather's like 100% gay. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna kill this mage. Boop, and he does. Actually, now that I think about it, she might have been like the first LGBTQ character in a Fire Emblem game. I know in the remake of 2, there's a character who's like flat out like super gay, and his whole character is that he's following around this knight dude who's he's like obsessed with. But that's a remake of an old game, and I'm pretty sure in the original game, that whole like gay pretext is not there. I really do have to play like the original Fire Emblem 2. What? People are fighting outside? That doesn't make any sense. If anyone were to get hurt, we've got to do something. Oh, I hope Sis is alright. Oh, this must be the sister of this one, who's like, oh, I hope my sister's alright, and the other one's like, oh man, I hope my sister's alright. Men stuff, he got an antitoxin and an herb. He drops an antitoxin, so I can use it. Alright, looks like this guy's not moving anymore. Alright, let's visit here. You ever heard of Miss Khalil? She teaches magic. Another character from Path of Radiance that we haven't seen yet, and we're going to see pretty soon. You know what? I told her she was pretty, and she gave me one of these. People who can't use magic can use this. And then, well, they'll be able to use magic, or something like that. Here, you take this one. So yeah, here's a new item that's unique to this game. They're called cards. They're basically just magic cards. Not Magic the Gathering, but just cards with magical abilities. So if my character... So basically the way it works is that... Yeah, it literally just says it. A special item that lets non-magic users launch a magical attack. So it will deal damage based on my magic stat. And it deals magic damage, so it targets enemies' resistances. So if there's an enemy with like really high defense, but their resist stat is really low, I could just smack them with one of these and it'll fuck them up. Alright, let's see. This guy should come down and... an iron dagger. No? Thing is, I could attack this guy, but then it won't kill him, and he'll just go and run away and heal somewhere. I'm literally like 2 points away from killing him outright, but maybe I should spare one of the volunteers, but I need to get rid of this guy. This guy's a real problem. That venom sword is fucking annoying. Yeah, I guess I'll just do... Yeah, he can't reach. Okay. I'm gonna get into this guy's face and just kill him. Actually, what does he have on? As a vulnerary that might drop? You know, I like the idea of that. Yep, there he goes. Ah, there's Disarm. Ah, fuck, if Nephany was up there, she could have stolen his shit. Oh, hello. Do you have something worth stealing? Do you have something worth... Oh, a coin. Yeah, what's his strength? 9. What's her strength? Actually, her strength is... Oh shit, I could steal this shit. Ah, but he's too far away. So if Heather was like close enough to steal this guy's weapons, I could steal his sword, and then he wouldn't be able to fight me anymore, which would be really fucking funny. But I'm sorry, dude, but I really want that vulnerary. I know you're just a volunteer, but get fucked. Bye bye. Hell yeah. $13 times 2. Damn, steel axe. I should do this. Yeah, she might crit, and I'm not gonna take that much damage from this guy anyways. Cool. Come on, dodge. Yeah. Woo. Oh. Very nice. Alright, Braum, fuck this guy's shit. I am just out of reach to attack this guy. Steel Axe kills him? No. $14, $11. Alright, let's visit here. There was a bizarre man who just came through here. He was talking about revolution stuff. Left this. I'm telling you, I've had a belly full of this war business. I don't want this anywhere near me. Toss it, sell it, I don't care what you do with it. Just get it out of my house, it's all yours. Oh, a javelin! Nephany could really use that. Smoke a little bit more herb. You know what, Braum, start shit with this guy. I forgot to check if this map has any special items. I'm pretty sure it does. Good job. Ow. Good thing I disarmed him while I killed him. Ooh. Alright, let's see, we're part 2, so I need to start looking at the map for that. Really? I could have sworn that this chapter had a hidden item. I guess it doesn't. Oh well. Alright, so I got 2 options. I could kill this guy. And then deal with this guy on the next turn. Or I could kill this guy now. He'll attack me. Stealing his herb would be fun, but... Well, successfully visited all the houses, so... Always. That's gonna be the theme with disarm. It's always gonna happen on the same turn I kill the guy, and it's gonna be pointless because then I can never steal the item. Ooh. I could. Can I steal the sword? Huh. I now have a venom sword. Wait a second, is that the... I think that's the only time you get a poison weapon in any of the Fire Emblem games. Yeah, sorry. Didn't want to kill you, but I do need that Antoxin now. Thank you. Alright, none of these guys have anything worth stealing. Can I kill this guy in one shot? No. Wow, 4 damage. Yeah, the Spectre cards are kind of a joke item. I don't even know why they exist, but hey. Alright, Mage Guy's gonna attack Nephany. And now Mage Guy is gonna die. She actually deals 2 damage. That's interesting. What? That's right. Nephany has a shit weapon. Alright, the next turn, Heather's gonna run the fuck away because that's it. She's kind of done on this chapter. Not much else she can do here. Come on, Braum, what the fuck? Yeah, you can go down here. There's really nothing else for you to do. Right, 72%, 67%. Jesus Christ. You know what? I think attacking that guy is kind of a waste of my time right now. He doesn't move. He's just gonna stay there, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Yeah. For some reason, man, they made this guy impossible to kill. Alright, Nephany can kill this guy, for sure. Braum can kill this guy in 2 turns. No, but he has a javelin, which is really annoying. Nephany, can you kill him? No. 15 plus 18, that's not good. Damn, both of you guys deal way too much damage to anybody on my team. Yeah, my major problem right now is this guy and this guy attacking Nephany kills her. Well, not really. Ah, survivors of the war. You would be better off dead and forgotten. You can't stop the Duke. Duke? Yes, our master, Lord Ludwig, Duke of Valeray, will rule over Crimea. When our plan is complete, the Queen will be erased from history. Now then, I believe it's time for you to die. Right. Right, please, miss. Do not hit me. My waifu is weak. Ow! God damn it. As long as everyone doesn't attack her, that'd be nice. Alright. Uh-oh. That's actually really bad. Oh my god, is Nefni gonna die right away? If the other guy moves, she's dead. Okay, good. Holy shit. Ooh, that was scary as fuck. God damn it, Nefni. What the fuck? Alright, you need to go away. Nine. That's not enough. Okay. Hide over here. What is this? 20. Whoo, boy. That is the closest of close calls I've had so far. Alright, Heather, you hide over here with the cows. Yeah, there he comes. Fucking pussy. Hey, you! Who put you up to this? Politics ain't my strong suit, so you can spare me the details. But I know you're up to no good, and someone's behind it. Ha! Clamor all you like, but it won't change a thing. Revolution is taking root across Crimea. Our plan is flawless. We're getting rid of that girl. We shall have a new ruler in Melior. Soon, Lord Ludwig, Duke of Valeray, will wear the crown. Ludwig? From Valeray? That is correct, and you shall perish with that name fresh on your lips, you blundering cow. Also, I should check if this guy has any skills. Okay, he just has show. Damn it, 17 damage. Just enough to kill her. Let's do that. Let's just bully this fucking guy. Alright. Come at me again, you fucking coward. Yeah! Wrath didn't kill, but... 81%. Dare I? Do I push my luck and attack and possibly miss with a 10%, what is that, 20% chance to miss? I could kill the guy with Braum. Just flat out. God, if only I could steal that men's staff, that'd be fucking great. I could murder him. Eh, fuck it. Yeah, we're gonna kill this guy. Bye. Alright, from the looks of it, he deals 17 damage. If I heal an herb, that'll bring me up to 19 damage, which means I would survive the next attack, be put back down to Wrath range, and probably crit him and kill him. Right, she has Wrath and a crit +5. Fuck, if I would have critted that last turn, that would have killed him. Whatever, I got enough herbs to, like, last a while. There you go, 19 health. Oh, you're gonna attack Braum? Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. You get what you deserve. I wanted that kill to go to Nephany. God damn it. No, my duty is incomplete, Lord Ludwig. Please forgive me. Oh, that's so lame. You bumpkins, just stay out of it. Ah, it hurts. Look, my leg. Ah, my spleen. Murderer! You're a murderer! Wait, but I only broke his leg. It's fine. Yeah, that's right. Nephany and me, we've been to war. When y'all were hiding in cellars and attics, we were toe-to-toe with Dan, and look at us now. Oh, stop it, please. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Ah, you fucking cowards. Got your head on straight now? You youngsters get so riled up. Let me at them and bring them on. You know spit about war. Nephany, let's gear up and head out to the Royal Palace. Her Majesty's got to know Ludwig's stirring up all kinds of nonsense. And my girl Meg, she's off on her own. Knowing Meg, she'll be fine. Yeah, she's fine. She knows enough to stay on the bench. Alrighty then, let's get moving. Sounds like a plan. Ah, you two are really leaving then? We put the people of this village in danger. We can't stay here now, knowing that. Well, have to set things straight. Hate to leave, but... Why did it have to come to this? I always thought our Queen Elincia was about as good as they come, lowering taxes and looking after orphans. The young folk don't care about that stuff. They only care about what's getting their dander up. Then they ignore everything else. I reckon that's why we gotta do what we gotta do. If we don't step up, the whole country will be going on the compost heap. That's why we've got to get to Queen Elincia right away. It's all going to be just fine. If I know Her Majesty, she'll take care of this uprising in no time. Then we could return to our farms and grow some mighty good eats. All y'all just hold tight now. Cool. Yeah. How long have I been streaming?
In a rural
2 hours?
Crimean town,
Alright, I'll do one more
a
chapter and then
band
I'll be
of
done.
rebels sow the seeds of discontent. They are stopped by Braum and Nephany, two former Crimean soldiers. However, more uprisings are sure to follow. Braum and Nephany decide to travel to Melior, the capital of Crimea, and inform Queen Elincia as to the gravity of the situation.
Chapter 2, Tides of Intrigue. Ah, I see. So that's what's going on? Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I'm very sorry your village was affected by this. You have my sincere apologies. Oh no, your majesty. We don't need no apology. We're just happy we could help. Lucia, Brom's story confirms what we've suspected all along. Yes, as we thought. Duke Ludwig of Valoray is firing up a rebellion. We should have seen it coming. To be honest, Queen Lucia, there have been a number of indications that something like this was underway. We'd hoped to uncover something more tangible than hushed rumors. I should have told you sooner. No, I bear some responsibility as well. The discontent among the populace is due to my lack of experience as a ruler. Now that a rebellion is gaining momentum, innocent blood will surely be spilled. I have always held the well-being of the Kremlian people as my highest priority. I've done my utmost in Kremlia's name. And all I've ever desired is a country where war and hunger are unknown. Begging your pardon, Queen Lucia. Yes, Brom? Your Majesty is doing a bang-up job of it. This country is a safe place to live, and that's more than most can say. Once you get the hang of things, I'm sure you'll be the name future kings and queens try to live up to. We know you can do it. And it ain't all the young bucks out there and got bees in their bonnets. They're throwing all the fucking, like, old-timey country fucking slang out there, aren't they? There's a whole mess of folk doing their darndest to make this a fine country. They want to make you proud, Your Majesty. I thank you. All nations experience unrest when the reins of leadership change hands. It's true the world over. But for Ludwig to start beating the drums of war as if this were unheard of, what utter nonsense. You must not allow it, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, would you be so kind as to appoint me to the task of his capture? I myself will march into Valoray and seize Ludwig to end his rebels. No, Joffrey, we can't do that. Unfortunately, we don't have enough evidence to arrest him. But, don't worry, brother. If we have no evidence, then I suppose we'll have to dig some up. Your Majesty, I'd like to take on that job. Lucia, I appreciate your dedication. You have my permission to proceed. We're starting the next chapter. Just making sure everyone has items on them that they can use. Sure, why not? If I remember correctly, I think this is the only chapter I get to use Lucia, so... Giving her an iron sword is kind of pointless. Better just use the silver sword. I'm trying to think, when else do I get to use her? Yeah, no, this is literally the last time we get to see her in action. She doesn't really do much else. So for now, I guess that iron sword and venom sword might be better used somewhere else. Also, who really needs better luck? Yeah, well, Nephany needs better luck. So yeah, one thing that sucks about this part, no shop, so I can't buy weapons or make weapons or anything. Yeah, the weird thing about this part of the game is it feels kind of like a filler episode. Because it does play into like what's happening around the world, but it's more like a side story rather than a major part of the plot. Alright, so we're talking to Heather. Aw, I really wanted to go to the palace. I would have been happy with just a tiny little glance at Queen Elincia. She's glorious. So unfair. Yeah, she's simping over the queen now. In case it wasn't already like pretty obvious that she's gay, it's like, oh man, I really wanted to look at the queen. She's pretty. She's pretty. Yep, it's the pits. Also, look at how close she's standing next to Nephany. She won't stand next to Braum though. I wish I would have recruited her with Braum because the conversation with Braum is so like, she's like, ew, get away from me, you ugly fucking man. Like, ugh, gross. She's like disgusted by him. She's like, ah, get the fuck away from me. Like, all you want to do is just hit on me, don't you? And Braum's like, yo, chill. It's like, I'm not trying to hit on you. I got a wife and kids. Like, back off. Yep, it's the pits.
I don't know why people write lesbians like that. Real lesbians just don't even notice that that exists.
Yeah.
They're just not like.
No, but it's a very like, she's pretty, so she just thinks that he's automatically like trying to hit on him. I mean, hit on her. She's like, oh, great. Like another guy who's trying to hit on me. Like I'm not into men. Like, get away from me. But then when Nephany comes by, it's like, ooh. Well, yeah, I'll join your army. I'll join whatever fight you want to fight. I'll fight whoever you want me to fight. But that queen of ours is a real nice lady. Knowing her, she'd probably just let you talk to her, noble or not. The nerve of that dude Ludwig. He ruined my only chance to meet the queen. I won't stand for it. He needs a kick in the rear, or a punch in the mouth. Things I'd do to him. Heather, you sure are a lovely gal and all, but you sure do say some funny things. Can't argue with that, Nephany. But that's just the way folks are. They ain't always what they appear to be. Ain't nobody perfect neither, lest you're talking about the goddess, that is. Excuse me? Huh? Hey, Lucia. Oh. Well, hi there, Miss Lucia. What can we help you with? I came to ask for a favor. It's not too much to ask. I'd like you both to accompany me to Falray. Huh? Nah, that won't be a problem. You gonna catch that Duke? Something a little more preliminary. I guess you call it espionage? Espio what? Sounds serious. Nephany, you ever heard of that? Sure, when I was just a sprout, caught a real bad case of that. Got this awful rash all over my back, too. How cute. That's a very nice story. Maybe I'd better explain what I mean? Don't you know anything? Espionage is all about stealing secrets and not getting caught. It's one of my many strong points. Oh, really? And who might you be? My name is Heather. I'm a friend of Nephany's. I'd do anything to help Her Majesty. Seriously, anything. I see. Maybe you can lend a hand as well. Miss Lucia, you're the greatest. Like, amazingly, stupendously great. I'd love to help. So that's how they get recruited. Oh, the Laguz. Look who's back. It's Leth and Mordecai. It's the kitties. Ah, Lady Lucia. We've heard a rumor that you'll be leaving to investigate an enemy. Is this true? Lady Leth, Sir Mordecai, well... We could return to Gallia and bring back soldiers to help, you know. As an ally in time of crisis, I'm certain our king would lend support. No, Lady Leth, this is an internal affair. We don't want to have to involve Gallia in Crimea's civil problems. More fighters are always better. The people of Gallia, all will fight for Queen Elincia. Listen, I know you mean well, but I just can't allow it. I'm sorry, but if there were even a hint of Gallia's assistance, there would be even more problems in the royal court. Problems? What problems? This conflict isn't exactly a life or death situation for Crimea, so relying on support from the Laguz nation would cause an uproar with the nobility. Is that what you mean? Yes, unfortunately. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's the truth. No, it's common sense, given the history of both of our nations. I completely understand. We won't report this to Gallia. Thank you for your understanding. I apologize for troubling you. No, it's fine. Why this tact is arousing the people to rebel against the queen, though? Any Laguz who wanted to be king would fight for it with teeth and claws, as is proper. You Bjork are always wasting time talking. Our society is very complex. There's history and tradition, unwritten law and custom. There are lots of reasons for why we... attempts at compromise won't get you anywhere. You should just kill him and get it over with. Mordecai feels sad. Poor Queen Elincia. You cannot help her. That's not true, Mordecai. Having support from you and Leth is very helpful. Really? Mordecai will help with anything. Have a great idea. Together with the Laguz. Ah, Princess Leanne. Why do I suddenly have a crowd? She says that she'd like to go. No, I'm sorry. It's much too dangerous where we're going. I couldn't risk something happening to you. Ho ho! I guess this mangy old coot will be joining in the action then. To ensure my lady's safety, of course. Certainly Lucci as well. Stars above. Hey, they're joining us too. Ah, Your Majesty. Okay, all finished. What are you doing? Don't worry about it. It's a secret. Aha, that was a needle and thread, wasn't it? Did you just sew something into my collar? It's a good luck charm. To keep you safe while you're away. So you'll come back to me in one piece. Elincia. Be careful out there. I'll be praying for you. Thanks. I'll be back with good news. I promise. She gives me a talisman. Let's talk to Joffrey. What does Joffrey give me? Lucia, wait. You can't stop me, Joffrey. I know that, but I can try to keep you safe, can't I? So I'd like you to take this. An elixir? I don't need it. I'm going to fight, you know? If you don't use it, it's so much the better. But just hold on to it. For me? Alright. Promise me we won't do anything stupid. Promise for Elincia and me, and for Bastion. For you to even mention his name at a time like this, I give up. Sure, I promise. Keep Queen Elincia safe. Got it? Of course, on my life. No, nothing for supports. I can't change skills. Alright, Lucia. I'll use the talisman. I don't think I'll need that elixir. Actually, the elixir might be better on Mordecai. And concoction for Leth. And all of the grass. Heather's not going to do a lot of fighting, if she even fights. So I'm better off giving bonus experience to... No. Ah, well, well, my dear Lady Lucia. Quite away from home, aren't we? Please do excuse the sudden visit, Your Grace. Princess Leanne, Lady Leth, this is Lord Ludwig, Duke of Falaray. I was thinking that our Laguz guests might enjoy the fine fruits this region is known for. We've traveled quite a long way. Hope it won't be too much trouble. Ah, don't be ridiculous. I could be nothing but delighted by a visit from you, Lady Lucia. Although I must admit, I would be all the more pleased if you had come such a long way just to see me. You are too kind, Lord Ludwig. Hey, yeah, he's a bit sus. Ah, please, feel free to take your ease. You are welcome to stay in Falaray as long as you desire. Ah, this is it. This document is an order written by Lord Ludwig himself, marked with his signet. If we show this to the Royal Assembly, we'll surely have the backing to indict him. Ah, thank you so much, both of you. We have to quell this uprising before things get out of hand. If there is no war, we are happy. But if there is war, it is good we came. Ah, Ludwig is poor prey. He hides behind a shield of words, not realizing that words can be seen through. Yes, and that's quite fortunate for us. But we still have to get out of here without being detected. My lady, you mustn't raise your voice. Who's there? Show yourself. Princess Leanne Cernilucci. I thought you had returned to the royal palace. What in the world are you doing here? Oh, forgive us. We just couldn't help but be concerned for you. Well, what can I say? This just means we'll have to be even more careful to get out of here safely. That's right, this entire mission goes to shit because of those two. Ah, someone is coming. Guards? This cave has only one exit. I guess that means we do this the hard way. We've obtained enough evidence to indict Ludwig, so there's no point in sticking around. Let's go. Oh shit, just like that? Alright, this guy has a Venom Lance. Ah, fuck. This guy has a javelin. Ah, fuck. Ah, that's bad. Right, it's really stupid that I could see the guy next. I was able to see the guy on the right, but the guy on the left was still in the darkness. That's why I hate Fog of War maps. It's really hard to fucking predict, like, not predict, but like, it's really hard to strategize when you can't see who's on the fucking map. I think the Lagoos are just gonna go up the north route. Alright, seriously. Ah, Venom Bows. God damn it. Oh, I didn't bring the Antitoxin. I didn't bring the Antitoxin, didn't I? Antitoxin. God damn it. Is that Venom Bow? Has anyone died? Not yet.
Yeah.
Alright, fuck you with your Venom Bow bullshit. Okay. Okay, so he just kills this guy. Look at how much of a difference it is when Mordecai's transformed. Just dodge. Huh? Oh, he just dodged. So it's like, ha. But also, him dodging would have been pointless because he could have just taken that hit and just ignored it. Right, we're gonna shift. We're gonna see Lethan's doing some shit. 14 times 2. Really? Oh, please crit or something. Dodge, yes. Alright, cool. They're all going for Lucia, which is nice. Yeah, normally I have Lucia go up like the top part, but having Lucia just dodge tank the whole place? Oh, okay. Alright, I guess that guy just decided to fuck off in that direction. Let's heal the fuck up. Fuck's sake, alright. Alright, this chapter's going a little bit smoother than I was expecting it to. A bit of a rough start, but hey, you know. Part of me it's like, I should probably heal, but at the same time, whatever. Let's get the kitty cats to move up a little bit. I'm dead, don't know if that counts. Burn this torch. We have some extra eyesight over here. Let's finish him off. Okay, it's just L Thunder. Ooh, what was that? Anonymous cheer. What's up? Thank you for the cheers. Oh, they're little spooky ghosts. What is that?
That's so cute. Yeah, 'cause you can pick which is about.
Oh, that's fucking adorable. Okay, wreck this guy's shit. Thank you again, Anonymous. So that's what the TLDR of what's happening? Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. Yeah, as long as it's not fire magic, I think I'm good, but lightning magic is kind of scary. So the TLDR is, you want me to take it from the top, from the very beginning of the game, or? But, yeah, there's... Plot of the game is that in the previous game, this is a sequel to Path of Radiance. Path of Radiance, crazy war criminal decides to commit genocide and start a world war. We end up kicking his ass and preventing the apocalypse, because starting a world war would cause the god of chaos to awaken and basically kill everybody. But now that kingdom that we beat up, they're kind of just left without a king, and this game starts with people in that kingdom fighting off an occupation force of another kingdom that basically just took over and started fucking their shit up. And now we're back at the kingdom of Crimea, which is the good guys that fought in the previous war. But they went back to their own world, to their home to like take care of their own shit. And we're kind of dealing with their problems, which there's a civil war brewing, which is kind of bad. Fuck, of course there's a mage. Ah. Oh, he dodged it. Well, it is lightning magic. Lightning magic is super inaccurate. Just poor zeros and ones, yeah. There's nothing but war and civil unrest. Uh-oh. Oh, for fuck's sake. Everyone dodged. Okay. Oh no, don't land a crit. Well... Damn it. Cool. Die. Hey, Formal, what's up? Weak ass lightning. Yeah, lightning sucks in this game. Its accuracy is super low, and it deals little damage. Yeah, look at that, 37%. He would have... Oh no, I'd kill him. Kill lance, we got a bowgun. The bowgun is a big problem. 22? 25. Rookie numbers. Hey, what's up? Yeah, for anyone who wants to TLDR what's happening, we're in a cave looking for evidence of a guy who's trying to start basically a civil war in the country that we live in. And we found the evidence, but the guards showed up, and we're kind of trying to like run away and shit. Says a streamer who doesn't stream.
Oh, oh.
Them is fighting words, yo. Damn, how do I do this? I really want to kill all 4 of these guys. Problem is I'm not gonna be able to pull that off unless actually. There might still be hope. Because this guy's dead on the next turn. And I just need to kill these 2 guys. I definitely need to kill this guy. This guy for sure needs to die. Okay, steel grit lance, lances. Okay, none of these guys have range weapons, so that's pretty good. Which means I could do this. This is risky as hell. Oh, fuck. I almost fucking... I hate how, like, long some of these cables are. I get fucking, like, tangled up in them. Hey. Hello? How that drawing turned up last night? I've been kind of tired and fell asleep unexpectedly. Hey, she painted some mushrooms. Alright, super inaccurate wind magic, lightning magic. Let's do this. Oh, that crossbow. Oh, it deals way too much damage. Really, I can't kill this guy. That's not good. I don't like that. How much can you make? 8? Damn, I can attack him and... well, I won't die even if I get hit. Ooh, that bad. 31% chance to hit me. I can take care of the 2 mages. Cute shrooms. I hate how much of a dilemma it is to deal with this kind of shit. Like, I could run back here. Fuck, this is risky as hell, but we're gonna do it. If I get you killed, Nelucha, I'm very fucking sorry. Please dodge. Okay. So yeah, Neluchi is a bird, which means he does take a lot of damage from bows. And crossbows deal... So this game added a weapon called crossbows. So they're like bows, but you don't need to be an archer to use them. Actually, this guy's a warrior. He's not even an archer. Now, it's one of those weird situations where it's a bow, but it doesn't scale with skill or strength. Like, it just deals a specific amount of damage. Yeah, it deals 24 damage. He would have dealt... Yeah, he would have hit me for 3 times damage, which was 52 or some shit. Yeah. It's nice to paint again. Yeah, it was nice watching you paint. It's nice and relaxing. Painting some trippy ass mushrooms. Alright, which mage should I kill? This mage or this mage? This guy's a higher level, so he's a bigger threat. But that means I have to move Mordecai over here, and I don't know what's waiting for me over here. Pet the kitty. Oh, the kitty's petting people. The kitty's doing all the petting. How does the game while we at it? How does one game while we at it? What the hell does that even mean? Go, this is supposed to be a speed painting, which is the opposite of what I usually do. Huh, good thing we dodged that thing. Well, you grab a paintbrush, wet the brushes, load it with paint, and then gently insert into your rectum. This sounds like a challenge. Should give it give it a go myself. At the last painting I attempted, still sits untouched on my desk. Unfinished, of course. Kitty's been untransformed. Oh, come on. Oh, that bullshit. Both the speed painting and the rectal insertion Hot dog down a hallway. Oh, here we go. We could do this. Just random butt emotes. Are those butts? Oh, yeah, butts. Might as well use them. Well, at least he'll dodge. Honestly, doing time sketches and speed drawing can be really helpful, especially if you have an issue with being chronically indecisive. Yeah, usually the best way to deal with indecisiveness is just make decisions. Just force yourself to make decisions that you normally wouldn't. Chronically indecisive. Nah, you just gotta do. Just do things. Don't worry about decisions. Life is so much easier when you don't make decisions. You just do things. Don't think. You have to quickly decide what information to add and what you have to leave out because, you know, time limit. Nah, just do it. Not sure if you should pick red or blue, just blue. Fuck it. Just pick a random, just flip coins and shit. Feel that though, I think my issue is more just wanting to add everything even though that's unnecessary. Damn, Brahm's still poisoned. Okay. We're gonna do... yeah. This might be a problem. Wait. I almost screwed myself there, but hey. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just make decisions, don't even think. If something goes wrong, you can always fix it later. Also, do you have something worth stealing? Ooh, you have a vulnerary I can steal. Or I could just kill you. No, we'll just wait right here. Can't stay on a project for too long. I lose interest quick. So many incomplete projects. Can't resist adding all those tasty details. Yeah, but as much as I live for rendering detail, you have to know when to quit. Alright, Braum, take out this defenseless healer. Some saying formal never finished. None of these guys move. And there's something down here in that corner I really, really want. Alright, finally, jeez. Venom Lance, goddamn. Alright, the cat. Cat is full. So I'm gonna move down to this square. And I'll let her transfer. Venolance guy has to deal with her. How far is your movement? 7. Right, this guy has something. Yeah, I can steal that thing too. Pretty sure. If I'm wrong, that'd be really, really bad. I'm sure these two guys do not move. I know the mage doesn't move because the whole goal of this map is to get to this spot. I got a plan here. Yeah, so if the boss were the move, it'd be an instant, like, he basically would be giving up the map to me. It's like moving your king into checkmate. It's like, you just can't do it. The AI is definitely not going to be programmed to do that. I suppose in some cases you win by omitting details, especially in my case where... Did she just get hit by an axe wielder? Sorry, I got distracted by that. Where all that detail ends up looking like shit. Oh, shut up. Your drawings are great, hush. I'll check it out. Got some idle time between drives. Alright. Totally don't have 15 projects open with 20 different sketches on each of them of unnamed layers. I posted my Discord full of links to free figure drawings. Oh, that's cool, bro. Nice, I'll check it out. Been sketching some, but rarely from reference. Ooh. I can only imagine what kind of weirdness you're sketching. There you go. All according to plan. You dodge everything else except for that? The one time I want you to dodge, and you take a hit straight to the face from a fucking poison lance. Get the fuck out of here, your poison weapon bullshit. God, I hate poison weapons. They're fucking worst. There you go, miss, you fucking loser. There you go. I'm actually a bit salty that Leth took a hit from that fucking venom lance. Oh, I could just do this now. Alright, we're just gonna bully this guy. He's trapped in the corner now. Yeah, now you dodge. Alright, so literally, like, look at that. He can't move. I didn't plan for that, but this is fucking funny. And now whoever he attacks is just going to kill him because obviously these two are in attack range and she has a throwing weapon. So whoever the fuck he throws his lance at is fucked on the next turn. There we got 8 times 2 damage. Come on, girl. Please crit. Alright, Armor Knight number 2 is out of the way. Could just attack him with her. I really want that item. Let's see, how much damage would I have taken? Quite a bit. I'm pretty sure he takes a lot more though. Not that much. Oh, you're gonna attack Nephany. Nice. Ow! There, you fucking deserve that. Actually, shit, I should have checked what items he has. I think he had a stealable item. I fucked up. Yeah, that's gonna be another one of these chapters. There we go. Ooh. I don't like being that close. He'll only deal 15 damage to me, which is also not that bad. Do you have any bullshit skills that might give you an advantage on the next turn? Not really. Give me that book, you fucking nerd. Alright, next turn, chapter's over. As I expected, the Queen's house pets are playful little pups indeed. The only thing you're sniffing about will get you, however, is an abruptly shortened lifespan. Yeah, whatever. Fucking try it. And you missed anyways. How much damage can Neffany deal to this guy? 16? Yeah, but she has a chance of missing. Kinda want to give the kill to Neffany instead of Lucia. Alright, Neffany fucking... There you go. Yeah. Come on, give me a good level up. Nice. Oh, my death means nothing. Our plan is perfect. There is nothing the Queen can do. Yeah. Alright, everyone's just having a party right now. Yeah. Alright, we did it! Ah, this way. Ah, as we suspected, Ludwig is intent on rebellion. His followers are spread across the land, inciting insurrection. We have the documents to prove it. Queen Elincia, I stand ready to defend the realm. I will lead the royal knights into Valerie, and we will seize the Duke. Alright, calm down, dude. I feel like Joffrey was like one of like the poorly written, because every scene he's in is just like, I am a knight and I will fight this country and kill everybody in the name of the queen because I have a crush on her.
Hot.
Because she's cute.
It's cute.
And Lucia's like, dude, my brother's a fucking simp and I can't fucking control him. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'm hesitant to resort to the sword without at least attempting diplomacy. At all costs, I must stop the people of Crimea from fighting one another. Your Majesty, news from the countryside. Duke Ludwig has assembled an army and announced his intentions against you. The rebellion in Valerie is growing quickly. I see. He must have realized that his operations were no longer a secret. Your Majesty, we have no time to waste. We must stand against this for the future of Crimea. I understand. Joffrey, leader of the Royal Knights, I hereby authorize the use of military force against the rebel army. Yes, Your Majesty, at once. I will begin marshalling forces. This rebellion must be stopped before nobles in surrounding areas catch wind of it. Am I doing the right thing, Lord Father, Uncle Rennie? But yeah, poor Elincia, she's like, man, I'm just trying to run the country and people just keep trying to fucking kill each other and shit. Like, I've only been a queen for like 3 years.
And don't fucking behave.
Yeah, it's like, why can't everyone just fucking chill without trying to fight each other? Fuck. Welcome back, Marcia. Did you learn of Sir Ike's whereabouts? No, I'm sorry. We've got nothing but sore feet and a tired Pegasus. I've talked to a few local villagers who say the Grail mercenaries have been working low-paying jobs here and there. Nobody seems to know where they are now, but everyone agrees that this is the first time they've been gone for so long. Princess Leanne, please try to keep your spirits high. I assure you, we will continue to investigate Sir Ike's whereabouts. Thank you. Princess Leanne, you spoke? Ah, quite a shock, yes. My lady has been studying your language, which we often call modern speech. But that's wonderful. It's hard enough visiting a strange land, let alone learning the language. Me, not big, no problem. Queen Elincia has troubled heart. Ah, I'd forgotten. The Heron tribe can peer into the heart. I can't hide the pain I'm feeling. At least not from you, Princess Leanne. Queen Elincia. It's real cute that, like, Leanne all of a sudden starts speaking English and she speaks, like, super broken English. Actually, she's the only Laguz that we meet. Actually, other than Valug. Her and Valug are the only Laguz that can't speak the modern language, I guess. Because every other Laguz we meet speaks English just fine. Why does this happen? Why people fight brother against brother? No matter what I do, I can't stop it. I'm a miserable failure. I just want to crawl into a cave somewhere. How can anyone believe in me now? Oh, yeah, that's right. She just fucking collapses and starts crying. It's like my fucking country is about to, like, destroy itself. I never asked for any of this. I never wanted to be queen. Sniff. Well, I guess since we don't hear her crying, but it's weird just, like, writing sniff as, like, that's supposed to insinuate that she's crying. Oh, I can't do it anymore. I fucking quit. She just goes out like, hey, fuck you guys. You guys can have the country. I'm out. I quit my job.
You know what? Screw you guys.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Yeah, she basically just goes out like, hey, you guys want the fucking country? Here, have it. Fucking it's your problem now. Fuck you. Leave me alone. Alright, that's it. Yeah, so hopefully I stream tomorrow and it'll be full on Civil War. So that's gonna be fun. Also, I think I'm trying to remember what chapters, because I know I'm pretty sure I remember what the next chapter is. We're gonna be going to the fort where that asshole's hanging out. and then there's the final battle. So I'm pretty sure we got 2 more chapters. There might be a third one. So I think we'll like that's how short part 2 is. Like that's it. Like 3 more chapters and we're done with this little side story. And then part 3 starts, and part 3 is going to be fun because a couple of old friends come back. But yeah, all that shit's going to be fun. So I'm going to end the stream here. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. There you go. 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes!
Good night.
Bye.